Okay, today we're looking at 7.2, day 1, angle relationships in quadrilaterals. I've gone ahead and highlighted the major points of this question, the major areas of focus. And what I want to challenge you to do right off the bat here is to pause the video and see if you can do this question by yourself. It's a little bit more of a challenging question and would be a great opportunity for you to see or just to test your skills here and see if you've got a very, very good grasp of the material to date. So why don't you go ahead and try that? There's a range of answers here. So although your answer may not be exactly like mine, it doesn't matter because there are multiple answers to this question. So go ahead and pause, and then if you'd like to tune back in, tune back in. Or if you don't want to pause, then just follow along. So the first thing we want to do is create a linear system in standard form. So let's look at the different colors here. I used some Easter colors, so happy Easter soon. We're almost there. A linear system, keep in mind, is literally two or more equations considered at the same time. So again, a linear system, usually the solution to a linear system has a point of intersection. And a linear system is just simply two lines considered at the same time. The second part of this question, which may be a challenge, is that we want you to create the linear system, but we want those equations in standard form. You may recall that standard form is ax plus by plus c equals 0. And the solution here has to be -2, -3. And in green, you'll see it says avoid using horizontal or vertical lines. And the reason is we just don't want you to simply draw a vertical line like this. Oh, that's not so vertical. Simply draw a vertical line and then a horizontal line and say, oh, look, there's my point of intersection, -2, -3. That's just a little bit too easy. So we want you to come up with something else. And that's not a big deal. So let's start by starting off with the point of intersection, which I've highlighted there already at -2, -3 with a dot. And I'm going to start from the point of intersection, and I want to create my first equation. So from the point of intersection, I'm going to go, let's just say, up 3 and right 2. I'll go up 3 again and right 2. And then I'm going to go down 3, left 2. And I'm going to connect the dots. And that is going to be the equation, my first equation. I'm just going to erase that so it looks a little neater. And my first equation, I know, goes through the origin. So instead of being in a y equal mx plus b format, I'm actually not going to have a plus b because it goes through the origin and there is no y-intercept. So really it's going to be y equal mx. Well, what is the slope? I'm going to erase the m because we have a slope. And remember, we went up 3, so rise 3, and we went right 2. And we also went down 3, left 2, which is -3 divided by -2, and we know negative divided by negative is positive. So y equal 3 over 2x is the equation of that line. Now let's come up with a second one. Second equation, we want to just start again from the point of intersection, and we can literally choose another positive slope. It could be a negative slope or whatever you'd like. Let's try something with a negative slope just to change it up a little bit, really. So we're going to go down 2 and right 1. Down 2 and right 1. And let's go up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1. And we're going to draw our line there. And that's not what I want it to be. And that's close enough. So we've got a y-intercept. You can notice that if the y-intercept is -7. It's going to erase all that. And if the y-intercept is -7, that's pretty simple. We also have a slope. Remember, we went down 2, right 1, so that's -2x, and the y-intercept is -7. And as you can see, of course, our point of intersection is -2, -3, because we use that as our starting point rather than having to find it after graphing the line. So we're just working backwards here. Now, the second part of the question asks us to put this in standard form. So let's look at the first equation. I'll go back to purple here. The first equation is y equal 3 over 2x. Now, remember, when you're trying to get rid of, when you're writing in standard form, we don't want to have fractions, and we also know that the a value cannot be negative. So we have 3 over 2x, and the a value is 3 over 2, or 1.5. It's not is 46, and our answer is 46. Solved for x, done. All right, so hopefully that makes sense, and we'll see you in class.